Welcome back, everybody. It's Red. This is West Blue Reviews, and today we will be going over One Piece chapter 1179. But first, you already know we have to get into the cover page. Blah 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 blah. One more time. Yo, welcome back, everybody. It's Red. This is West Blue Reviews, and today we will be talking about One Piece chapter 1179. But first, you already know we have to get into this cover page. This chapter, it just continues to get more wholesome. Oda continues to challenge me when it comes to thinking it can't get more wholesome than the last one. This time, it's Ace, Tama, and Yamato taking some bored piglets on a field trip, and that's just nice. That's just a good time. I'm willing to put money on Oda actually animating this one day. Well, not Oda, but Toei actually animating this one day and making it an official part of one of their backstories. I'm willing to put money on that, guaranteed. I think this is just too nice not to be animated. I'm willing to bet it's already like been requested. Moving on, we gotta get into this chapter because it's crazy, bro. Like I'm pretty calm, but inside it's been some time. I've already amped about this. Had some time to think before I'm saying what I'm about to, so it's not really like a reaction. It's more of a, some sat on thoughts really as I go over it first. You know what I mean? But yeah, pretty crazy chapter overall. Continuation of the last one. Imu's pulling up after witnessing Usopp's supreme rage bait haki for the first time. He's more pressed about that than anything, honestly. Like he didn't pull up before this, so. Yeah, Usopp, run, bro. I know you really wanted to be here, but run. That's all I can say, bro. But before he dips, you got the elders doing their best to keep him there because they're aware of the ramifications of Imu leaving. We see that a little bit towards the end of the chapter. It's not something he can just do, I guess. I guess for some reason he's bound to this place that he stays in, this chamber with the butterflies and the garden and the assistants and the elders. I guess he's just bound to Mary Joie for some reason. But I'm pretty sure we'll find out why. But after some debating, he just leaves, man. They're punking York. She's hungry because she was the Vegapunk that had to eat for all the other ones so they could just think and do what they do. So she most likely can't even function properly. They're probably not going to get the best out of her until she gets some food. It's kind of like the Luffy effect. They treating her just like an ordinary clanker, bro. I'm glad to see it because I knew York was the op from the jump. Like before we got to the end of it to find out, I just had a feeling she was an op because you don't let nobody come into your house and not say nothing. All the other Vegapunks spoke. They made the Straw Hats aware themselves and basically was like, yeah, y'all not gonna do what y'all want, but you're welcome to be here. Everybody had something to say to them except for York, and that made her stand out because in the South, you just not gonna walk in nobody's house and not introduce yourself. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna let nobody walk in your house and they not introduce themselves. So that right there was a dead giveaway. But yeah, glad to see York not being treated respectfully. Yeah, love it. Before Imu dips, he has a flashback to Rocks and basically confirms like, yeah, this is all inevitable. It was all gonna happen at some point. You got the will of Joy Boy and Davy Jones out here going crazy. They was gonna pull back up eventually, and this looks like the start of that. He's remembering Roger, Harold, Shanks. You know what I mean? Like everything that's been happening under his nose that he hasn't been able to address directly is all coming together. He even pieced up how Loki was Loki, but Loki was out here destroying government ships, you know what I mean, using his devil fruit before the other giants locked him up like a couple years ago. Like he put that together. He's low-key putting all these pieces together. Like, okay, yeah, y'all really have been out here moving under my nose like that, and I don't like it. And he's stepping now, which I think is fire. Yep. And then he leaves. After all of that, he dips. He lets them know like, hey, Holy Land's in your protection. I'll be back. I gotta go see something real quick. Everybody's pressed except Garling. For some reason, nobody has a problem with this but Garling. Like he's like, all right, whatever. We ain't got no authority to stop it, so might as well just let it happen. Hey, Gandhi like, hey, it ain't our place. Jew Peter's like, man, all right, the bird dude. I think Mars, bro is pressed. Like he got a family over there or something. Like he really does not want him to go, bro. I think he got some kind of ties to Elbaf low key, because there's no way you're that pressed about him pulling up if you don't have something there to protect, bro. Boy, I feel bad. And like that, he's gone. We catch up with the Giant Warrior Pirates, the new Giant Warrior Pirates back on Elbaf. They're just treating Summers like a toy at this point because he's been dismembered by Zoro and the gang. He's of no threat, literally holding his heart in their hands. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't looking too good for him. I hate that he's recovered, especially after the last chapter, but hey, you know, they got his heart, so ain't much he could really do without it, apparently. You know, and there's something he doesn't want them to know about it based on his reaction. Zoro's like, hey, if I destroyed this, will he still be able to patch himself back up? And based on his reaction, he won't. So I think that'll be like the key to all of this God's Knights recovery, regeneration. Just take out their heart, destroy it, hit them one more time, out of there. It couldn't be more easy. We catch up with Jinbei and a couple of the Straw Hats over at the Walrus School. We see Brook and Usopp trying to recover from Gunko's attack. Jinbei and Frankie just taking care of him, and you got Sanji trolling. Can't remember his name, but Quillingham. Yeah, that was it. You got Sanji trolling Quillingham. I almost forgot his name too, man, right now. So yeah, he be mad, but we don't care, bro. You crazy. See, you got in front of you, better chill out. We see Gunko, she's still frozen. Emu's abandoned her body or whatever, so she's still in stasis until Loki decides to get Ragnar to unthaw her. Maybe that'll be at Brook's request at some point, because he understands she was probably just being taken over. Ain't no telling what Brook knows right now. He's out of it, but who knows what he'll open up to a little later on in the chapter, or as the chapters go. Who knows? Maybe Gunko may come along for the ride too, and she'll be right next to Bonnie and Lilith. Who knows? We see Loki trying to catch up with, you know, what happened. He sees the school's been frozen. Lilith just confirms, like, I just took out all the hot air and it froze everything, pretty much. Luffy's getting some food. He's pretty burnt out from using Gear 5th after freeing Loki. So good to see that, because he's gonna need some energy for what's about to happen. We got Ragnar over here getting some in too. Hey, everybody gotta eat, dog. I love to see it. Nami notices something in the air. We see Zeus doing his best to, you know, keep the fires down, but she notices something strange is happening. Like something with the atmosphere is up. And then that's when he appears. Lightning strikes, and I don't know if it's like coming down or going up, but I think it's up. She freaks out. Everybody's like, what in the world is this? And yeah, I think that's when just literally hell raises out of the ground, and we see the summoning circle appear in the sky, and it's scary, bro. And then we hear, like, we get like these Toontown from Yu-Gi-Oh effects on everything. It's like when Luffy turns everything into rubber in Gear 5th, we get the complete opposite with Emu appearing, and he's just turning everything into devils, bro. Well, everything has like an appearance of a devil, or just something like a monster. It's like he's Domi reversing everything. Like, he'll Domi reverse your crib right now, just touching it. He'll Domi reverse your tree right now. And they're all singing. Like, the houses are singing, the trees are singing. This is crazy, bro. And that's a tough entrance if you ask me, bro. Like, this is really on par with seeing Gear 5th for the first time. Like, a little bit. This is kind of like seeing Gear 5th for the first time, because this is crazy, bro. Why is there music? Why am I jamming? So it's like, yeah, he like lightning flashes from the circle, and he just strikes down, bro, into the castle. And I see my little homie. I was so hurt seeing my little homie Colin pass out from the hockey, man. That was sad. All the kids passing out. You see Chopper up there taking it like a beast. It ain't nothing for my boy. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, man, he probably got a little bit of sweat, but he ain't, man, what? You see Zoro like, bro, get off my face. I can't see. You see Luffy still tired, but him and Loki notice it's coming from the castle. Man, it's about to get crazy. Emu's here, but we see it wasn't easy for him. But he's coughing up blood. It's dripping. Wings. He gets wings. And this right here, I think, was Oda's first depiction of what we'll see later on, when everything we saw on the mural from Fake. This is our first look at at, fuck, how can I say this? This is our first glimpse at Imu's true form when it comes to the depiction of him in the mural that Frankie found. That's what I'm trying to say. Because that's almost bar for bar, because it was like black eyes, wings, some kind of hand holding the sun while another one tries to strike somebody down. That's the closest we'll get right now. We just missing the eyes, him holding the sun, and whoever he was swatting at. But that's pretty cool. I think we'll get the rest of that one day. I think that's what Oda's really keeping silhouetted. Even though we're looking at it, it's right there. So I cannot wait to see the rest of that. We see Dory Bragi and Elder Ja. They're noticing it too. It's hard not to, man. We get Quillingham and Summers. They like, fuck, we ain't do a good job, because here go the boss. I know he gonna get on us. And then we see him, Narana Imu himself, bro. And he looks massive. They've been debating on if he's as big as Loki or not. But man, we'll see. This chapter was heavy. All in all, I'll say it was pretty good. But man, I can't help but get heavy Boruto vibes by the end. I'm with everybody else. This is definitely some Boruto inspired main villain energy right here. Not completely, but man, come on, it's right there. He got a karma, he's got a Rinnegan, he's got the horns. Come on, bro. This is everything Boruto's been up to this point. But still not mad at it. Oda's probably had this design in the chamber for years. Who knows? But I can't wait to see what he does. My initial thoughts on the design, pretty fire. I did read some spoilers before I saw it, so I kind of had like an image in mind, but you never really know until you see it. But it's pretty cool. He's wearing an Elbaf belt, like him and Loki wearing the same kind of belt. So I'm like, what kind of ties do you have to Elbaf then? If you're only trying to use them for a certain purpose, like why are you trying to dress like him? But I don't know. We'll see. Looks pretty cool. You already know he's gonna do damage. To what extent, we'll see. I hope he pulls up on Usopp first. Like, yeah, what's up with all that shit you was talking? But other than that, man, we'll see. This chapter didn't really give me any other vibes but One Piece. Like, there wasn't too much it made me think of outside of what I was reading. And I think that's a good thing. Oda just keeping it all him. Let me see. Yeah, all in all, pretty fire chapter. I think it's crazy how he made it look like Imu was actually sitting on a pyramid by the end when it's actually a building. I think that's intentional. I think there's gonna be more pyramids later on. I think this is like a small indicator they may be going back to like some kind of desert landscape soon, because that's a pyramid. Come on. But yeah, man, I cannot wait to see where he goes with this. Even Oda couldn't escape the Koski clouds. I think we've all just been damaged permanently, but that's cool though, because we're all bound to show it eventually. And yeah, man, still trust Oda no matter what. I appreciate everybody been rocking with me, everybody still watching, everybody still tapping in. I just been trying to get my health right, getting older, had a birthday recently, and yeah, just trying to stay active, do a lot of catching up, and I'm definitely gonna be more consistent with these, I promise. Yeah, man, just shout out to everybody holding me down. Hope y'all having a good day. I hope you have a good week. It's Sunday. Do your best to make the most out of it. I've been running recently, been in the gym heavy, just trying to, stay ready so I ain't got to get ready. Shout out to all supporters. I can't thank y'all enough. And yeah, man, y'all have a good week. I'm out. Peace.